Stokes.
No one ever writes to me.
You tell us where you are when you get out and we'll write to you.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, of course we will.
And Lewis. Lewis?
The only one who ever wrote to me was my aunt, and that was because I asked her to.
Well, now you got more aunties than you could shake a stick at. You're going to get sick of writing.
Been promoted.
Julie's at lunch. How's everything going?
The mail's all delivered and all's well. Well, almost all.
What isn't?
I get the distinct impression some of the women hold me personally responsible when they don't get a letter. Especially a couple over in maternity. And Helen Smart kicks up a racket every time I go near Solitary.
Well, I don't entirely blame her.
Neither do I. She had quite a go-in with our deputy governor when she was hauled up to Solitary yesterday.
What over?
Claiming the right to decent legal assistance.
Well, she's right. Everyone's entitled to that. There's something about her case that isn't quite right.
I'll buy that.
Steve, have you been watching Colleen? Have you noticed, anything out of the ordinary?
You mean between her and Carol Lewis, right?
Yes.
There's been a couple of times I thought she would have been put on report for sure, but nothing happened.
Apart from the women turning on Lewis, you mean?
Funny you should say that. Gaffney thinks it's a set-up job. Thank God Colleen wasn't there when she told me. Can I help you?
Yeah, Detective Sergeant Burke to see inmates Bryant and Donahue.
I'll fix this, Mr. Faulkner. I'm Mrs. Morris, Sergeant.
Oh, good. I was happy to have a word with you before I saw the prisoners.
Right, will you sign in, please?
Yes, good news?
Yeah, it's from Jenny Powell.
You got a letter from Perfay's Powell's daughter.
Yeah, it's really nice of her. Bloody surprising, I'd say.
What would she have to write to you about?
I don't mind what you say, because it's none of our business, but I must confess I'm rather interested myself.
Guess there's nothing you don't know.
I hope things aren't too bad for you after all you did for me. And I know how hard it was to do what you did even after he'd given you a beating on my account. Love's a funny thing. Like with Mum, she's really beaut, but some things get to her too much. I guess that's all we need to hear. She sounds like a nice kid.
Yeah.
She reckons she'd do anything to help you. If I were you, I'd keep that safe.
Oh, well.
Especially from Mum.
God, it's amazing how understanding some kids can be.
Yeah, especially when they've got a mother like she has.
Judy, there's a visitor for you.
Please?
Detective Sergeant Burke. He's waiting in the interview room.
Good luck, Judy.
Yeah.
Bryant, pleasure to meet you again.
Sergeant Burke?
Well, we're back on your case, huh?
Yeah, it's about time.
Yes. Look, just refresh my memory, will you? On the night of the robbery, just exactly where did you pick up the man who alleges he was robbed and your friend, Jackie Donahue?
Look how many times I have to tell you this. I never met Jackie Donahue before that night, and she certainly isn't a friend of mine.
Well, I hardly blame her for that. She left you holding the bag.
No, that's not true. For God's sake, she was a fare, that's all. You don't listen so good, do you?
And what about the victim, Ron Crosby? When he told you to take him to his motel, you knew the address?
Yes, of course I did. Every driver in town knows it.
There's an isolated spot for that time of the night, huh?
What are you driving at? Why do you keep going over everything all the time?
Well, we have to tie your story in with that of your friend, Jackie Donahue's. We don't like loose ends, okay? Now, how long have you known your friend, Jackie Donahue? Well, I've got to ask you this because her story doesn't quite tie in with yours.
Yeah, well, so what does that mean if she You bastard. You rotten bastard!
Judy.
You had no intention of looking into my case, did you? All you wanted was for me to admit that Jackie was the girl in my taxi that night.
Which you've just done, thank you. Now, why don't you tell me the rest?
Go to hell.
Now, look, you're doing yourself no favors. We've still got our witness, remember?
Oh, yeah, you got a witness, all right. That's if you can keep him sober long enough to get his lies straight. He's the one that should be charged.
I'm sorry you feel that way after such a promising start. Your friend Donahue was even less cooperative. However, we do seem to have a case.
Like hell you have. I'm innocent.
Are you?
Hello, Jackie.
Mrs. Morris.
I just thought we might have a little talk about this business.
He said I'd get the same as Judy.
Yes, I know.
They can't do that to me.
Well, why not?
Because I didn't do it. I've never assaulted anyone. They can't do it to me, can they?
Well, they did it to Judy.
Oh, God. 2 years for assault and robbery. 2 years. I couldn't stand it.
Well, maybe there's a way out, Jackie.
Yeah. Maybe the witness won't recognise me. What's a drunk's word worth anyway?
It convicted Judy. Have you thought about her?
Well, what can I do?
Well, maybe you could tell them what really happened.
And what good would that do? It wouldn't get Judy off.
Well, perhaps the truth would help.
The truth? Who cares about the truth? They just want to convict me of something I didn't do.
Look, I don't know the full story. But if what Judy tells me is true, and I suspect it is, perhaps when you stop feeling sorry for yourself, you might think about her.
I have.
Think about someone who went to jail for 2 years because they tried to help you. Then see if you still feel sorry for yourself.
Have a look at this, Meg.
What?
It's a letter from Carol Lewis to Jennifer Powell.
Are you serious?
Very. It's a thank you note for a letter the kid wrote to.
That's incredible. Correspondence between Lewis and Colleen's daughter.
What are you talking about? Let me see that.
Colleen.
Oh, that bitch.
Colleen, look, I don't think you should go near Lewis the way you're feeling right now.
She didn't even sign out.
I'm more worried what she's going to do to her daughter when she gets home.
It's all clear. Of course it's all clear, or we wouldn't be in here. Here, give us a hand to get the lid off. Careful your fingers. Usual brew. Aroma's the word. Yeah, well, there's a lot of aroma then. Oh, beauty. This is going to be a terrific batch. I hope it isn't going to taste like it smells, is it? Of course not. Once she's distilled, she's going to be beautiful. Oh, gee, Lizzie, I'm not drinking that. Oh, of course not, you deal. You don't drink the stuff you skim off. I knew that. I was just testing you. Come on, let's put the lid back on. Oh. Now, if I can't make it, you have to come and do this, but don't miss out, otherwise it'll be all over the floor. I can do it, right? All right, then, come on now, let's go. Wait till we get some of this stuff inside us. It'll just be like living in a pub.
Here's your dinner, Jackie.
Thanks, Susie, but I'm not hungry.
It's not real bad tonight, and you should eat something.
All I can think about is 2 bloody years in this place, stuck away from the world and everyone else.
But you're only in here for 2 weeks, and that's nearly over.
If that cop has his way, I'll be in here for 2 years, just like Judy. After what the women did to me, they'd have to keep me in isolation the whole time. They hate me.
That was just a couple of dills who thought you needed to be taught a lesson. Well, they thought you wouldn't help Judy otherwise.
Well, I was going to.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, Judy sorted them out. They won't do it again.
Judy did?
Yeah. She doesn't hate you, Jackie. She's real nice.
Time to go, Susie.
Yes, Mrs. Morris.
We'll send someone for your tray later.
If I had time to talk to Jackie, I reckon she'd change her mind again.
Do you think so?
Yeah. All she needs is a friend.